What's up, friends, foes, and subbies? Royce Reed is at it again. She is not done. She posts a couple of things on Instagram and then she went live. But let's get into these posts first. Blogs are blogging, bots are botting. If I didn't know better, I would swear y'all hate me. This is why people stay quiet. But when you are threatened, public statements are all you have. Y'all called Cassie a liar too. Now here come the family love and helping kids in the community posts. Notice who's defending him? Royce then reposts, I believe Royce Reed. She said, now just wait. You'll see a PR stunt, then boom. There go the stunt man. Notice the response was about money. Nah, Mr. Sassy, this is about you and your constant narcissism, manipulation, threats, and mental anguish you continue to throw on us. This is about you throwing the rocks and hiding your hands behind the internet. This is about the nonstop bullshit court filings every year forced on us, causing 6 figures in retainer fees and court costs. This is about you attempting to bash me to our son because he blocked you after calling you out on your shit. But I told him to unblock you because why give you the rope to hang yourself? You're doing that on your own. Again, I said, leave me the F alone. This is your fault, and it started because of your ego and disrespect. Jackie O, TKO.
When you get child support money, it's tax-free. Tax-free, which means if that says you're getting $12,000 a month, you're really getting $12,000 a month. It's no taxes coming out of there. I get taxed
on the money.
So guess what? When they tax me first, and I give that money that's already taxed to them, tax free. They get everything. So, my son's mom, that was $13,000 a month from the time my son was born. Let's do the math on that.
I'm gonna do it right now. Why you talking? Hold on.
$13,000 a month.
I'm gonna do it right.
So let's do a lump sum of over $200,000. This is what I did for her when he first was born. You take the money and you go buy a dance studio. That has nothing to do with your child.
That shit can't be right.
I saw
a number. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That can't be right.
What do you see?
Hold on. It's right.
I stopped paying that child support this year.
Hold on.
How much is that?
Hold on. Listen, this shit is okay. So you was paying $13,000 times 12. That's $156,000 a year. Hold on.
My son
times 17 is 2. Hold on. What my shit saying? My shit is saying 2.652 million. That's a great career, my nigga.
Okay, so
that's a great career.
Now that's one child. I've had multiple kids, and they get thousands of dollars every month.
Here goes Royce's response to his little PR stunt, which she already predicted. She says, that's a lie. He didn't start paying until our child was over 1 year old, and I had to file for child support due to him not helping at all. The lump sum he speaks on covered attorney fees and back pay. I did not buy a dance studio. I purchased a home, one in my name, and he was upset because I didn't take the one he wanted me to in his name. Another puppet string he's tried to hold over me and use in interviews like this. I leased a small room to begin my dance company, Fantaschic. What other money did I have when it's going to attorneys because he refused to do anything? I was working, but I was also still fighting him. I never knew that opening a business, purchasing a home, making sure our child had nice clothes, putting him in the best preschool at the Science Center versus buying Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and making it rain was a bad thing. Ooh, I have never paraded around in expensive clothing, shoes, etc. Why? Because it wasn't money for me to spend on myself. That's why this day I'm still modest. I'm still natural. I'm still me. Also, why I dressed the way I did on Basketball Wives. Next.
Hey y'all, I'm back. Gotta deal with some more foolishness. Keep telling people, leave me alone. People don't like to listen. So this video ain't gonna be that long. It's really just going to address some things that Superman decided to speak on in an interview. Not sure who his PR people are. He's probably just doing shit, just like flying by the seat of his pants, pun intended. But that's okay, because that means you're really showing who you are. And looks to me like you thought you ate that interview, and that what these kids say? And didn't really work out so well, did it? Damn. All right, so let's get into it, since we want to talk about child support. It took me over a year to file for child support. Took me over a year because I was trying to not be that person. I don't want his business out there. I also didn't want my business out there. I mean, Orlando hated me, right? So why would I sit there and just say, let's go straight to court? Days born. Absolutely not. So we go to court and we come to a decision in late 2008, right? And the decision was, yes, $13,000 a month. I know y'all are like, $13,000? Oh my God, I don't even get a third of that. I get it. Now, in the state of Florida, they basically state that when you are given child support, you are basically trying to provide almost the same, not really the same, but at least close to, as much as you can, the same lifestyle. So there's no bias, so there's no favoritism, because as you can see, certain parents will do certain things for certain kids and absolutely nothing for the others. That was our situation. But we haven't even gotten to baby number 2 and baby number 3 that were born in the same year, or baby number 4 and baby number 5 who are also born in the same year. But I digress. So the amount that was agreed upon was actually a third of what I was supposed to get. Why? Because I'm parading around and I'm like, you know what? It's not about the money. I don't want to come across as a gold digger. So yes, I'm just going to take this. And 13 was a lot. Like, for real, it was a lot. I was still working, but I've always worked. I said this before. I've worked since I was 16. So now, obviously, because I'm trying to provide a better lifestyle for my child, I don't want to live in a townhouse anymore. And because I said no to the house that he wanted to buy me, he's upset when he finds out that I'm buying my house in my name, purchased with that lump sum that he's talking about he gave me. If you were paying child support from the beginning, why would you have to pay a lump sum along with it? That was back child support. And it was also to pay all my attorney fees. I had 2, one from Palm Beach and one that was here, the one who screwed me over. He had like 4. Y'all know how that works. Celebrities are all these people who are high end, especially a lot of these companies. They get like 10 lawyers on your ass and they just hound you. So when you don't have the money to catch up, what do you have to do? Hire someone else. So that's why I had 2. Moving on. My attorney fees during that time were over 6 figures. Yeah, because I kept filing bullshit. Now, if we want to really, really go into it, you know what? Not even if we want to. I'm going to show y'all, because one thing is out that he doesn't know is out, but I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know. I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. All right, so moving on, I buy a house with that lump sum that included back pay and my attorney fees. Screw me for not going out and buying Gucci and Prada and red bottoms and all this other stuff. If you ever watch me on the show, you know that people used to always talk about the way I dress. They always used to talk about my hair. They did that because I was not spending my money on myself, because it wasn't my money. Right? I'm just dancing. And right now, Holy Land is like kind of in between things. So I'm sitting here doing little gigs here and there. And I'm like, how can I make money? What do? I can start a dance company, because that's what I do. I'm in entertainment. Right? So that dance studio that he's claimed that I bought, no, I leased a small ass room in a plaza. One of those small rooms when you're walking and you're looking in the windows and it says for lease. It was super small. And I'll post a picture of it in a little bit. I'll post it on my story. But it was a small ass room, y'all. I think the rent was maybe like, and it was a lease. I think the rent was maybe like close to $2,000 a month. But I figured I'd make that back. The company at that time actually was called Diversity. I changed the name to Fantasy because I wanted to kind of change the premise of the company, and I wanted it to be for Black girls that look like me. My goddaughter that saw all that stuff happen at my house, she is part of the reason that I started the company. It's not hard to recount the truth. So, moving on some more. As I'm trying to live my life, and we started dating, we break up, all of a sudden, all these lawsuits happen. If you think I'm lying, let's pull up the proof. Because he's very quick to say that he never sued me, and what are you talking about? He gaslights my child all the time, talking about, I never sued your mom, I never did this, what are you talking about? Show me the proof. He was saying that because our case was sealed. You're not really Superman anymore, sir. So even the city of Orlando has given you some kryptonite. Our case is not sealed anymore. So let's go ahead and do this search results of your name. Let's just do your name. And 30 results come up. 30 cases. One is from mother number 2, her paternity case. That's actually the first one comes up. Numbers. Oh, it's a lot of them. My goodness. Numbers. $14 and $15 are me. So that's 3 cases, right? Now you're probably wondering, oh, that's just 3 cases. No, because within each case is all the other motions and all that stuff that's been filed. So, hey, let's go ahead and you see this one right here that says Royce. Oh, all these others are traffic civil violations because he was constantly pulled over for unlawful speed. And when I spoke on that one time in court, you know, I was chastised. Nobody's perfect. But I don't know anybody that gets 27 speeding tickets in a matter of just a handful of years. That's crazy. That's like more than one a month. Almost. Whew. Anyway, so let's go ahead and click on the one. Let's click on number 15 that says my name. Okay? No, let's click on number 15. Okay? All right. I know this is a small phone. This is my business phone. I apologize. I probably should have picked up one of the ones that's in my bag, but we'll get to that later. So here's the case. And I'm going to just go ahead and do this until we get to the bottom so y'all can see where it started. Whew. Y'all see all that? That's court cases that were filed against me. Okay? It starts on October 16th, 2009. Now, whose timeline's not matching up? Whose timeline isn't matching up? This is, again, the time, like I said in my last video, basketball wives. We're shooting this whole, gag order thing that they tricked me into signing. But, hey, that's partially my fault. Trusted my attorney. I get it. Hey, go ahead and, slap me. But I'm going to go ahead and go slow so y'all can see how often, you see that green? That means it's public. That green means it's public. Now, the number 1 on the docket, if you look and search the records, is with baby mother number 2. And hers is still private, but mine is not. So again, we're starting at October 16th, 2009. And we're going to go ahead and scroll. We have October 23rd, October 27th, October 28th, October 29th. Then we skip a month or so. We go into December 14th, January 5th, January 13th. This is now in 2010, by the way. We then go to May of 2010, May 25th, the day before my brother's birthday, actually. All these were filed that day. Then we have May 26th, my brother's birthday. Another motion was filed. Then we have June 7th. Another motion was filed. Then we have June 8th. Then a notice of hearing. Then we have June 9th, June 10th, June 11th, June 14th, June 18th, June 30th. Ooh, some more. July 16th, September 3rd. Oh my goodness. September 10th, September 13th, September 15th, September 27th, September 30th. This is all 2010. So when y'all are asking me where that money went, that $13K a month, when you gotta spend money to fight the bullshit lawsuits, this is where that money is going. This is also where the majority of my basketball wives' checks went, because he was so jealous that his ass couldn't be on fucking TV outside of bouncing a ball. He sucked in interviews. He wanted to be a reality star. Let's just call a spade a spade. Continuing. We're now at October. This is the next year. We're now at a year now. October 4th, October 10th, October 29th, November 8th. And there's a bunch on November 8th. And then November 10th. Mind you, our son's birthday is November 18th, and this is what I'm dealing with. The same person who not one time has ever gotten our son a birthday gift. But he's out here parading birthday parties for other people. PR stunts. Come on, y'all, pay attention. Now we're at November 12th and November 15th, November 16th, November 18th and November 19th, November 23rd, November 24th, November 28th, November 29th, December 3rd, December 6th. Oh man, December 8th, December 10th, December 13th, December 14th, December 15th, 16th, 23rd. Now let's go into 2011. Y'all want me to keep going? No? I mean, it's going to probably take a while to read all these because this is just the first one I clicked, remember? So I'm just going to go hurry up and scroll. But this last one I'm going to say, we're now in 2011. And it started on, let's see, January 20th of 2011. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and scroll. VOR means viewable on request. Ours is not under that anymore. It's green, it's public. Anyway, so again, now we're at February 14th. Yes, y'all, Valentine's Day. I had a man. Anyway, we're in 2011. This is February 14th. I'm just going to scroll. I'm going to scroll slow so y'all can see this. These are all notices and hearings and motions, all this stuff. We're still going, y'all. I'm now at May 23rd, 2012. Let's keep going. My finger's getting tired. Now we're at October 23rd, 2012. Let's keep going. Oh, this one finally stops in August of 2014. That's just that one. Now let me go back. Let's click on, which one did I just click? 14 or 15? Let's click on 14. Now here we have this. Okay? This one started. This is a whole nother docket, y'all. This is a whole nother case. Okay? Whole nother one. Let me scroll. Sorry. This one started in January 4th, 2009. And we're going to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll all these emotions. And then we have an order of dismissal. And it was a voluntary dismissal, okay? And that voluntary dismissal comes from who? Voluntary dismissal. Why are you doing voluntary dismissals? Because clearly you don't have shit. Some of these cases are still open, y'all. But it costs money every single time that you have to respond. Every single time. It also involves attorney fees. And y'all know attorney fees are not cheap. Especially if you have what you feel is a good attorney. We're talking about between $400-$500 an hour. So imagine $400 or $500 an hour having to go through all that bullshit that I just showed you. So that's where the money went, since we want to sit here and get, specific and we want to talk about exact amounts. That's why you didn't see me on the show, like parading around and all these things. I mean, that's not me anyway. I'm not a materialistic person. I am not a person that is defined by wearing somebody else's name across my chest. I'd rather wear my own. So that's just me. That's pretty much all I wanted to address today, because that's what he wanted to address. And it's just really sad that you're not doing your research before you open your mouth. And, I love that for you. Because you're just giving yourself your own rope to hang yourself. Also, just to reiterate why I'm doing this, he decided to call my child while he was playing Fortnite a few nights ago. And this is after I told my child, don't block him. Maybe one day he'll change. I have never talked shit about his father publicly or even to him. Really ever. And anyone who knows me knows that I would literally stick up for him. There was a day where my child was that kid sitting on the sidewalk waiting on his dad to pull up. There was a day that happened. That day is also the day that I found out that he was in New Jersey with his cousin and Pastor Zachary Timms. I screen grabbed that picture. That next morning, all of a sudden, Pastor Zachary Timms is no longer with us. There's no video surveillance, but there is a picture of who he was with. And then all of a sudden, Superman's Twitter went from having 10,000 tweets to about 10. But I digress. I'll get there later. I'll talk to y'all later. I need to finish, deep conditioning my hair.
Even it's just the whole dynamic. All right, we got a child, you moved on. Let's not be mad about it. You moved on. I'm not mad. I'm happy for you. You moved on, you got your own life, you got your own kids. But let's not make this barrier between us when we have a child.
Yeah.
The child is more important. The great thing about that situation is I was just able to get her in court.
Yeah.
We went to court. Unfortunately, we had to go to court.
Yeah. I hate that.
I don't like the court
Let's just talk.
system.
Let's just talk about what you need and what you
really talk. Let's just try to figure it out amongst each other. But with my two kids' moms, I don't want to fight with them. I don't want this internet stuff though. The bashing, the butchering of the name, the talking. We got kids together. They're growing up. They can see this.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting for my kids because my kids know I love them.
For sure.
That ain't even a problem. It's just the fact that I don't want my kids having to go to school and see their mom or their dad's name being tossed around. I don't want them to have to go to school and people are saying things and talking about them. I don't want to have to deal with and hear that because their spirits
affected by it. Yeah,
they're affected, and I don't want that.
You really in touch with your childhood, by the way. Like, I'm like that. Like I always say, like I'm fighting every day I live for 16-year-old Ray. Yeah. That was on Gobby Road. That was like, I got the hassle. I'm going, like, I don't let go of that kid. That's in the air.
Every time I do, when people say, what would you tell your future self? I say, my kids are my future selves. Every one of my kids are my future selves. So I'm going to tell my kids what the young Dwight didn't know. I'm going to prepare them for the world that the young Dwight wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not to bash none of they mamas, but to say, hey, this is what you need to stay away from in women and in friends, in business, relationships. This is what you got to stay away from. These are the signs that you have to look at, all these things. So, you know, that's how I look at it. That's why I'm like, I don't want to spend time arguing with my kids' moms or fighting about this. Let's not do that. Time goes by too fast.
And you know, I tell people, this is no disrespect to them because I don't know them, but this is real talk. You left them in the same space that they was at when you left them. You have a skill that takes you around the world. So that's no one's fault though. That's like, that's not my, I wish I was your height and I could do what you could do. I have that life too. You have that life and you left them where they are. That's why I don't even know the name of the show. Was it Basketball Wives? I don't even know. It's some other show. That's my point. You go from Basketball Wives and now who else gonna pay me a check to talk about my business?
Let's not do this.
I get what you're saying.
How about we got these kids together? Let's find out a way to make money together. We don't have to be together, but okay, we have a son. Our son, he could act.
FYI, Royce Reed said that she would be dropping parts 4 through 6 today, and she's a little behind. Part 4 was dropped already, but I'd rather put them all together as a whole. So for now, this is what she has to say. I know y'all are wanting me to push these videos out like a woman dilated during birth, but they're not easy to do. They're emotional, and I still want to spend time with my son while he's on break from school. That's number one. Even though he'd rather talk to his girlfriend and play video games while yelling at the computer screen with his friends on some PlayStation party thing.
Somebody said, Amy, girl, you don't know what that man did in his past. See, that's why this person who just wrote that comment.
But God knows what you've done in your past.
I'm going to say it. That's why this person who wrote that comment will never get blessed like they supposed to.
Ever.
They talking about something, my past. Everybody in the world got a past. But guess what? When you get into a relationship with somebody, you don't bring the past in the relationship. The past is the past for a reason. Somebody like you will be stuck in the past for the rest of your life. And you won't get the benefits and the blessings that you're supposed to get. Because you're worried about somewhere else and you worried about the past too much. Let it go. Whatever happened to me in 2024, it ain't coming with me in 2025. Whatever happened in 2023, it didn't come with me in 2024. Move along.
Now imagine something over a decade ago.
Why would I keep something with me for over a decade ago? I'm not carrying that weight with me. I'm letting it go so I can be blessed. I'm not holding on to never.
All right, y'all. Just stay tuned for parts 4 through 6.